Time with Beer Man.
I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, I'll fix it later. I was in a hurry today. Some images were missing there. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from, this beautiful world? We got another month, and it is I Like Your Style, and it is the Porter. So bring a porter of choice if you like to be up here today or next week or the following weeks thereafter. Welcome, Bumpy Road Brewery. Thank you, man, for being here as always. It's always a pleasure having you, man. Of course, Beer Man here, and we're anyone else that shows up, we'll of course let you in if you have the right beer style. So, all right, so let's get going. Let's bring Bumpy up.
All right. I just took a couple bites of some pasta my wife made. It's got a little bit of spice to it, so hopefully that doesn't ruin my palate. With this porter I'm bringing, this comes from Exhibit A Brewing Company. They are out of Framingham, Massachusetts. This one's called Briefcase Porter. It's an American porter. Comes in at 5.4% ABV. And it says, we worked closely with our friends at Valley Malt to develop the custom roasted malts in this beer. Brown malt, chocolate wheat, and chocolate malt. So very
nice.
Bland, plain old can art there. It's just a briefcase. It says 5 on it. I don't know. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Let's pour it.
Yes.
I've never had this one. I've seen this one on the shelf for a while, so it's definitely not super fresh. It was packaged October 18th. So apparently they make this one more often than not. Because I've been seeing this thing for months and months and months and months. So it's nice to know that my local craft beer store also rotates their product.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Crack it. Now, I do have a previously used glass here, as you can see. But this is a porter, so it shouldn't really affect it.
Yeah.
All right. This head is, it's a light, I'd say like a light khaki colored head. Fairly tight bubbles pretty much throughout. A little bit frothy on the top of the bubble formation there. The color of the brew itself, it's pretty dark. A little bit of a light tan caramel type coloration when you hold it up to light in the little tiny reservoir bubble down below. You guys are not going to see what I'm seeing when I hold it up to light because the lighting effect is coming from the sides and not from the back, which you would need to see that aromas. And then I'll let Beer Man go ahead and show what he's bringing.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, just a quick whiff. I'll go through more aromas, but there's kind of a nice chocolate nose to this one.
Awesome.
Kind of like a fake waxy chocolate. All right.
Cool, man.
Cheers.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right. Cheers, Bumpy. All right. So I have one, and I'm glad that Bumpy told me how to pronounce it because it's called Combs, and it's a Polish porter, Polish style from Poland, product of Poland. It's a raspberry porter, brewed with raspberry juice, lagered with vanilla and chili peppers. Wow, 8.5%. I didn't know it had chili peppers. I might be hurting tomorrow. We'll see. Open this up. Welcome, Chad. I didn't say that at all. I'm so sorry. Hey, Jason, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Shark Home Brewing, Cheryl Crawford. D1, of course, is first. And Chatio, cheers, guys. Cheers. All right. So, raspberry. I'm looking forward to this. Let's pour it. So it actually has kind of a reddish tint to the brown chocolate color that it is in the pour. Even has, wow, that was a hardcore whoa-ness. It's like almost going, dude. So it actually has kind of a red. I'm going to put this down. I'll show you real quick before it spills. Dark brown color chocolate. It did go over. A little red kind of raspberry kind of ness, like a little pinkedness thing going on inside. It's more of a tan head, though. Nice frothy head. Small bubbles on the top. It was an aggressive pour. Oh, boy, that smells like raspberries, dude. Yeah, that's really like rich chocolate and raspberry. That's very nice. I can't wait to get into this. I don't get any chilies, but we'll definitely find out. So, all right, let's bring Bumpy back up.
All right. So yeah, out of the nose in this one, like I said, it's kind of got that kind of waxy chocolate aroma. There's a slight roast, so a little bit of a coffee, but it's not overpowering. That kind of waxy chocolate aroma comes up above that. The brown malt that they use, brown malt usually has a pretty distinct aroma to it. It's kind of coming through in this, even if it's especially malted brown malt just for them, whatever, or Valley Malt's brown malt. But yeah, there's just kind of like grainy. It's like a grain that has a slight sweetness, a slight overtone of chocolate to it, but it's there. You'll find it in some certain brews from England with the brown malt, typically. So I've had a few beers I've had a brown malt, and it does have a little bit of a distinctive aroma to it, and it's kind of there with that. Like I said, it's kind of slightly grainy, but it does have the kind of that slight chocolate, slight bit of maybe like a char type note without being overly done. Nice. All right, it smells like a fairly common porter. So, cheers. Yeah, I'm not I'm not able to pick up on any like hop notes. Like there's nothing coming through that reminds me of any type of a hop note. I'm sure that there's hops in this to, basically balance it out, bitter it a little bit. But as far as like aromatic hops, I'm not picking up on anything like you might think of like pine, citrus, earthy, woody. None of that comes to mind with the aromas. So it's pretty much malt. It's pretty much a malt forward aromatic porter, and there's not a lot of fruitiness either. So it seems like the yeast that's used also does not contribute too much to the aromatics. Depending if this is an American porter, they're probably using an American yeast, which is clean, probably like an American Ale 1 or an American Ale 2. If this is more like an English porter, it might have some fruity undertones to it. Need to be like apple or possibly some type of a darker fruit or berry type note coming out of the European yeast. The English yeast typically gives off some fruity notes during fermentation. So, not noticing that, so I'm thinking it is an American yeast used. Very clean and mostly malty. So, all right, cheers.
Nice, dude. Cheers. Thank you, man. It looks great. I love porters, man. I think they're.
I'm still going, beer man.
Oh shit, man! Oh my god, I'm so sorry
No
about that.
problem.
Man. Holy crap! Sorry, everyone. And
I know when you start reading the comments and stuff, it gets.
I got missed. Yeah, sorry.
The body on this feels like it's about medium. Carbonation level is in the lower medium realm. Drinking it does have that kind of roasty, kind of coffee-esque flavor to it. Seems a little bit watered down on the tail end. So maybe like a cup of coffee with 1/3 of the coffee beans to make a good, nice coffee. There is a slight bit of a chocolate note in there, but it takes a different dive on the palate than what I get out of the aromas. The aromas were more like that kind of waxy, almost like the milk chocolate, but like the really cheap milk chocolate that you might get during holiday seasons, like Easter, stuff like that. Uh, the chocolate on the palate is just very minute, maybe not quite going into that like really dark chocolate type deal. It's barely noticeable. The roast is mostly what's there in this, but like I said, it does taste like it's a very watered down roast. The finish on it and the flavor factor seems a bit diluted. Um, there is a lingering bitterness, maybe a little bit of that kind of ashen, slight burnt type note. Yeah, I don't know. I think the biggest thing with this one is even though like I said, the body feels like it's about a medium. It feels like a medium heft, stuff like that. It does have that kind of watered down flavor at the tail end. Uh, so it definitely doesn't drink like a big old stout, with a big old robust finish to it. It is kind of it's not thin as in body feel, but it's a thinner flavor on the finish. Bitterness, it's there. But like I said, it kind of mixes in with that kind of finish of the ashy, almost burnt type note. But that's even very diluted, very, very small on the palate. It's not overtaking anything. Um, Pretty well blended throughout. Not a super sweet drinker. This one's not sweet at all, and it's not super bitter either. So it's just balanced out, but you're not getting a ton of sweetness from the get go at all. So it's a porter.
Yeah.
This is like one of those. I think if you chose a porter out of a classic beer style, this is probably what the porter would be like. The American porter. There you go.
The briefcase porter, though, that's kind of a cool
Yeah.
name. Nice.
All right.
All right,
Cheers.
man. Cool, man.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I'll be trying to think of a score for this one, um, and kind of bouncing in my head right now where it kind of lands because it's just a classic type porter flavor for the most part. It's just there's nothing wowing about it at all. It doesn't go above and beyond, but it definitely doesn't super disappoint either. So
Nice. Cool, man. All right. Thanks, Bumpy. Sorry for interrupting you there before. I didn't mean to do that.
that's okay.
Got sidetracked. You know how it is.
I usually am really quick with some of the stuff I say. So.
No, yeah, there was a lot of details though before I did that. It was a good review, a great review. So, yeah, let's get the ums out of my head too, if I can help it. Getting into the aromas on this, straight up like raspberries. Like raspberries, the big punch here. I mean, raspberry juice in this. What could go wrong? It would have been nice if they put puree in this. But no, like a raspberry puree or raspberry smells really good, nice and strong with the nice chocolate kind of edge in there. It mixes in really well. This is this not a Baltic porter?
They do have a Baltic porter.
Because
So I'm not sure if that's a Baltic porter with raspberry or if it's. I think that one's lower ABV than the Baltic porter they put out.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a hybrid. So it's bottom fermented, and then they lager it in for a certain amount of time at a colder temp, I guess, or something. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, but chocolate, raspberries, big chilies. I don't know what kind of chilies are in this, but there is maybe a slight vegetal kind of thing going on or something. Maybe a pinch. But all right, yeah, there is like a little bit brown sugar. Even there's some brown sugar, chocolate, little chilies in there or something. I don't know. It's weird. Nice chocolatey looking beer. At the bottom, you can kind of get the lighter essence of it. It's more of a Tootsie Roll brown at the bottom, and it goes into this real nice, dark, robust chocolate looking beer. Nice tan head, though. Yeah, it looks good. We already went over that. Let's drink this. Cheers. Oh, it's like almost pushing cloying, but it dries off. It dries off and allows you to really enjoy it. It's got a nice kind of a wet feel to it. You know, it's not super duper dry or anything. It does have a sweetness initially, and then it kind of fades out throughout the tongue. It starts midway through the tongue. It starts to kind of dissipate and dry up a little bit. It gets a little more watery and dry kind of effect. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's really good though. It has a crisp feel to it. I mean, definitely has like, I don't know. It's just it's complex. It's got a lot of things. I don't get any chilies though. Yeah, I do. Yeah, if you clench your mouth, your tongue to your mouth, your palate and stuff, you can kind of get like, you get that raspberry and kind of a vegetal chili thing. Little, not any heat or anything, just kind of a, you can get that, you can get the flavors in there. Yeah, I just want to keep drinking it. I love raspberries. This is very good. It's like chocolate and raspberry. It's a medium body, I think, for the most part. Mouth feels just kind of like I already went over that, pretty much. Just a light, kind of a watery. It's not really carbonated. It's like a medium carbonation, maybe. Yeah, medium carbonation. Finish is nice and very nice finish, actually. It has a little bit of a pinch of like a soury kind of raspberry kind of notion in the back. Kind of punches up your mucus a little bit, like a sour does. But then it goes down. It's just nice. It really ends with a really nice raspberry chocolate finish, and it stays on your tongue. It goes back to your tongue and just stays there. It sticks on you, and you don't get any alcohol at all. There's no presence of alcohol, nothing bursting up the sinuses. I'm starting to get some pepper though on my lips, a little sting here and a little in the back, a little like jump of heat, but nothing crazy or unbalanced. It's very balanced. This is a very balanced beer. I just want to take big gulps of it. Yeah, it's really good. I have a lot of thoughts on this one. Well, I'll try and keep it simple though when I close, but there's a lot of thoughts. I'll get my score on this. No, very good beer though. Very good beer. So you can get it. All right. Let's bring Bumpy up and get his last thoughts.
All right. Well, I'm just bringing up. I'm going to give my score right now before I bring this up, but I just want to see what they think about on Untapped. So I'll talk about what the Untapped score is if I can find it. I don't even know. I haven't found it yet. Like I said, this is like just it's that classic style of an American porter. Nothing wrong with it. Fairly easy to drink. Not too high of an ABV. It's not too bitter. The bittering's pretty low as far as some beers go, and also the malts that are used in it do not give off any real nasty bittering effects. Like I said, there was a little bit of a burnt or char ashen type note coming up, kind of near the tail end. But it's not like so high up there that it's like, yeah, this is gross. It's just well blended. If you're looking for like a classic style American porter, I'd say go for this one. I think they kind of hit it. But there's nothing like super special about it either. It's like, it's all right. You're gonna get more flavor out of this porter than you would probably a Sam Adams porter. So I mean, if you're a big fan of Sam Adams porters and stuff, I mean, those would probably land in the 80s for me as far as those go. This one I'm going to land at a 92 because I just think that it meets up with a nice classic style porter, but there's no thrills about it really. It's just an easy drinking beer. It's kind of a lower ABV. You can drink a few of these. It's not too heavy on the gut. flavors are not off-putting. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on with it. Kind of a slight chocolate and mostly roasty notes. But yeah, at least the bitterness doesn't overtake at the end. Let me see if I can find. So I'm at a 92 out of 100. I'm not sure what that would score on the beer on the not beer. I forget the Untapped out of 5. But let's see if I can find this. Untapped briefcase porter. All right. They give it a 3.79 out of 5 on Untapped. So I'm at a 92, 3.79. I think I'm a little bit higher than what that would kind of range out to, I think 3.79 is kind of lower 90s, even lower, like maybe 90 exactly. So not too far off from what the majority of whoever the heck is out there using Untapped and giving scores to beers, because it's not all like major major beer drinkers all the time. Sometimes there's, hey, my wife just tried the beer and she joined Untapped for tonight. She scored it high or low, or hey, I only drink Budweiser and this tastes like ass. So you never really know where you're gonna go with Untapped, but yeah, I'm kind of, I think, close to what the majority kind of feels about this one anyways. I might be a little bit higher there, like I said, with the 92, but I am thinking of this as a kind of a classic flavor. So not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, I personally probably wouldn't buy it again, but there's plenty of other porters out there and stuff like that. And I'm kind of seeking a lot of those really crazy ones a lot of the time. So but a classic style, usually can't go wrong with. It's going to be drinkable. You're going to enjoy it. Not want to pour it down the drain. And yeah, 92.
Nice classic blue collar beverage.
Classic porter, American porter.
Yeah, nice, dude. Nice.
Dio's doing the score. 70. It says 74 out of 100.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know if it like really rounds up that way out of 5. They do. There's so many different ways to score a beer out there. Who knows?
Right.
It's good. It's good to very good. There you go.
Awesome. Good to very good. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks, man. All right. We'll do shouts out after. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to kind of reiterate what I was trying to say about this beer. I should have probably read this a little more and gotten it. I just didn't have any time. I was hurrying. But this one was, I do get vanilla. I get the bourbon barrel vanilla, and it's very, very well balanced in with it. Like you get it if you like it, as it warms, you get like this vanilla barrel-esque kind of thing. It says it was lagered, so like in near freezing temperatures for 3 to 4 weeks or more, or however many weeks they do it for. In bourbon vanilla with bourbon vanilla. From Madagascar and Indian chili peppers. So I don't know. They could be like the red little chili peppers. I don't know, but there is a little spice and a little vegetal kind of chili feel to it, a little effect. That vanilla comes through too with the bourbon kind of feel. It has that vanilla thing there. Very nice there. So good beer all around. Very nice, pleasant, well-balanced beer. I'm going to give this out of 100. I will give this a 95. I think it's a very delicious beer. It's a dessert beer. It's something you could drink with your, with, some chocolate, German chocolate cake or something, or some kind of, even a brownie would, like some kind of dessert, something rather would go with this. pancakes. Fuck it. Have some maple and pancakes. I don't know if maple would go with this, but first thing came to my mind. But yeah, no, a 95 for sure out of 100. I think it deserves that. I will definitely be getting this again. This is something I'll pick up. So right on. 3 points. How did you come up with that, dude? Drunken one? Oh, I didn't write. I didn't say. So this is called the Malinawi, I think is what they're calling it. I don't even know what that means, but they give it a 3.79 on Untapped. So do your math on that, D1.
Wow, so both of ours got pretty similar scores.
Yeah. Beer Advocate got a 90, so overall, which is outstanding in their thing. So yeah, I mean, a lot of Beer Advocate gave a lot of 4.5s, which is kind of where I was at too. 95 out of 100 is what I'm looking at. So yeah, right on. Let's go ahead and bring us both up. And hey, Paul, what's up?
I was here all along. I was just bowing down.
I got to eat after. I'm hungry.
I got dinner handed to me right before the show, so I was just kind of like, well, we got to eat.
Yeah. No, I'll eat after in the after show. I don't want to get too drunk. I got drunk last night, man. I didn't I didn't have anything to eat. I kept on drinking. All right.
Yeah, I found I didn't drink water for 2 days, and
all right.
I was quite dehydrated today.
Me too.
My brain wasn't functioning quite well.
That happens.
Yeah. Make sure you drink some water, right, Dio? Drink water. Drink your water. Yeah. Shout outs and stuff like that, I guess, at this point, right?
Yeah, man. Go for it.
Well, I got the 50-point inspection videos. I dropped one today as promised. Maybe a little bit later than I would have normally, but I had to go in for some OT at work today, so didn't really have a chance to push the couple of buttons that I needed to get it out there to YouTube earlier on. But it's out there now, the Wednesday drop on Bumpy Road Brewery with the 50-point inspection. It was a Saison that was put out today. Another video will come out on Friday. And then I have my live show on Mondays, which it's a new live show coming up on episode 3 of New Brew, which is a different style kind of doing beer reviews basically on a live stream. Basically, I have a bit of a free-for-all, kind of like almost if we're just off air and just free chatting. Everybody's welcome to start talking. Talk about your beer. You can try to describe what your beer is. Other panel members, people in the chat, whatever, you can throw up questions. Hopefully some people will answer some questions. I'll put out questions as well to the whole panel and just go to each person individually with that question to have them be able to, let me know, let the world know with what they, answer that question with. So questions are always changing. Don't really know what I'm going to ask because I come up with them on the fly. But yeah, it's a new show. Just trying it out. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. But that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday on Bumpy Road Brewery called New Brew.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
I guess I'll shout out Alex's Food Friday too. I guess at this point, Miscellaneous is usually here. I think I'll let Beerman shout out Miscellaneous if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure.
Unless he doesn't want to, then you can just tell me to do it. But usually Miscellaneous is here with us, so
yeah.
Disappointed in you, Misk.
Where are you, man?
But yeah, Alex's Food Friday on Alex Beermaster on his channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a wild card Food Friday, so bring anything you want to eat. You can bring chocolate covered ants. Doesn't matter. It's wild. Wild.
Wow.
Right.
Is John still doing his Sunday thing or Michael Como?
Sometimes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I never make it anyway, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't know if he. I don't know.
It's too early for me, man.
John and Nelly, Georgia Beer Reviews, Stout Sundays will be on his channel if he's doing it on his channel. That is Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If John and Nelly is not doing it, then you'll find it on Rontario most of the time. Rontario's channel.
Cool.
Who's Louisiana Beer Reviews.
Yep.
So cheers. There's
right.
There's all that.
Cheers, dude. Thank you. All right. Man, I mixed this into like an IPA. I just did like a little dabble. That's pretty good. A little raspberry chocolate to my IPA. Yeah, so next week will be Tuesday. Will be Beer and Cheese Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific for you Pacificers like me. Yeah, just an open table one like Friday's Alex Beermasters thing. Just open. Bring what you want. Any beer, any cheese. I got an interesting one today that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully it doesn't mold before I get there. But it should be all right. And then Wednesday, tomorrow, next week will be another porter. So bring it. Yeah, bring something. Bring something interesting. I like that. I love that you brought a base style. It's good to see that. I that's good. So yeah, bring stuff that that we can all learn off of course. Something new, something exciting or not exciting. Doesn't matter. Just bring a porter of choice and let's do it. 6 o'clock Eastern for that, 3 o'clock Pacific. And breweries come along. I had to run some Ethernet wire through my walls, and that was a bitch. But we're getting there, so I gotta have my internet out there in the brewery. So we're getting there though. So yeah, look out for some videos, and that's about it for me. What Miscellaneous Magnets has his? Did you mention him already? Or Thursday? So Thursday, tomorrow he's at. When does he go though? At like 5 or 7 at 9?
7. I believe it's at 7.
I'm thinking my time. Okay, yeah.
Standard time. It's because we do like the off-air movie night and stuff, and he's usually starting to do that right around the time that we start that. I usually start that around 7, but it might be 8. But anyways, nonetheless, subscribe to Miscellaneous Brewery Reviews and hit the bell for the notifications. Then you'll know exactly when it's going to start because you'll get the notification.
Yeah, you definitely. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. No, but what does he call it? I forgot.
It's a beer session Thursday or something like that. He does 4 different beers that he'll drink, and he'll do like the reviews on each one of them. I'd have to go on his channel to find out the exact name. Like I said, I'm always over.
I'm fucking muted. Cheers, Carlos, and cheers to the chat. Cheers, man. Right on. Hate that when that happens.
All right, Miscellaneous. It is Thursday night beer session. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Right on. Yeah, and it's good. I like how he does that.
I should probably look. I should have looked at the time that he did that too. That would have helped.
Build your sensory up quite a bit, actually. Going through different styles.
Right. Cheers, everybody. Welcome in.
Of course, it doesn't tell you the time it starts. On a video that's already been posted. So, I don't know. I believe it is 7 p.m. though.
Nice. Okay. 7:654 my time then. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do a little shout to like the chat here if they're all even still here. I don't know. But we had Drunken One, Matt. Cheers to all you guys. I'm just gonna name you guys off. Drunken One, Chatio, Shark Home Brewing, Cheryl Crawford, Jason Cleveland, Middle or Paul, as we call him. Jules, how's it going, Jules? Vanessa, and happy birthday. I think she said it was her birthday. I could be wrong. BLB, what's up? Slancha for sure, yes. And who else? Then we have a video. I just subscribed to a video, so check him out. Freaking awesome stuff he's got going on there. Oh my God. Carlos, cheers to you. Cheers, man. Right on. Thank you so much for coming on in and checking out this this entry to a day, because we'll be after showing and then going on to the next show after this. And I don't know if Beer Chugs is doing anything tonight. I didn't get anything, so we'll eventually find out, maybe or maybe not. So, but cheers to you, Chugs, anyway, because you're a cool dude. All right, so you guys have a wonderful night, day, wherever you're from, this beautiful world, but not after one more sip for sure. And thank you, Bumpy Road Brewery. Check Bumpy Road Brewery out if you haven't already. Get some subscribers up on him and sub him and like his stuff and do that. Comment and like. Yes, get it done. Do your deed for YouTube. All right. Thank you, community. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bumpy. We are.
Sure. Thank you, Bearman.
Cheers. Yes, definitely.